Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's live Karatbars presentation. It's Brian McGinty with you today, Karatbars VIP Business Partner. A little disclaimer before I begin. This presentation does contain examples of earnings. All earnings are dependent on each business partner's own effort and own business generated. Now, the little agenda for this presentation today is it's around 45 minutes long. It's a bit longer than some, about 15 minutes longer than some that you may have already seen. And that's because it's a business presentation. And it's because I want you to go away from this presentation with over 90% of all your immediate questions answered about Karatbars International. It's not a 10-minute presentation because we wouldn't be able to tell you all about the business. So part one of my presentation is a little bit just about myself, about the company, and give you some company information. And then I'm going to talk about the product range that Karatbars actually sell. And then we'll move on to Karatbars prices. I'll talk a little bit about spot price versus retail price. The second part of this presentation will be about the business partner role and how you're actually paid if you do decide to become a business partner with Karatbars. I'm going to then show you how you can start earning today. And most importantly, at the very end of this presentation, I'm going to ask you to get back to your referrer. So there's no links or anything given out here at this meeting today. We do these meetings every day at 12 p.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the idea is that you can get back to your referrer because you'll need to ask them for their sponsor name or you'll need to get their referral link to register. So let's get underway. A little bit about myself. I live over here in Ireland. I've been with Karatbars International since 2013. That's the little village I live in there beside the sea. That's me on the top right there with my wife and my baby daughter. I just always stick this slide in just so you can actually see who the person is behind the PowerPoint presentation, okay? So here at Karatbars International, which is more important to you, I'm sure. Well, Karatbars are a 5-year-old private German e-commerce company. Karatbars sell 999.9 gold gift products and small weight bullion bars. There are over 250,000 customers and business partners now in over 120 countries. To give you an idea, I came into the company in 2013. There were around about 60,000 customers and business partners then in 57 countries. So you can see fantastic growth over the past 2 years, and the company's aim is to open in over 190 countries in the coming years. There are fantastic partnerships, existing partnerships with companies such as FedEx, MasterCard, MotoGP, Real Madrid FC, Ado Bolden, and I'll talk a little bit about those as we go along. And the purpose of Karatbars International is to make gold ownership available to everyone, and I'll explain more why. Now, what Karatbars is not is equally as important, and these are the conclusions that people jump to as soon as you mention gold. Well, Karatbars is not about investing in gold. It's not what it's about. It's not about speculating in gold prices. It's not some sort of pyramid scheme or MLM type business. And as we go through the presentation, you will understand why. And at the end of this presentation, you will be very clear on why it's not. Karatbars is also a business in a box model. What I mean by that is everything that you need in order to grow your business going forward is provided by the company. And I'll explain as we go through the presentation more about that. It's very important as well. I'll show you how you can start earning immediately today and be paid for the work you do today as early as next Friday. Now, here are some of the team. The company is based in Stuttgart in Germany in a place called Walhingerstraße in Stuttgart. I was over there visiting the office last October. If you ever get a chance to go to Germany, I do recommend seeing the team there because the offices are so professional, the team is so professional, and it's just actually worth the visit alone to go and see Karatbars head office. Now, that's the offices in the top right. The short person in the middle of those two men, well, that's me. To the left there, we have Harold Seitz, who's the owner of the company. And to his right, we have Thomas Schreiner, who's the head of internal operations. And that's the entire team there in the picture on the bottom left. Now, it's important whenever you're working for an online business, people always ask, well, is the business real? Are the offices real? Yes, they're very much real people. You can ring the offices. There'll be support people there at the end of the phone to take your calls. Now, Karatbars Gold. Again, we'll get the big questions out of the way right away. People always ask about the gold. Is it real? And how do we know? Well, let's talk about that for a second. But Karatbars Gold comes from an LBMA listed refinery. And there are only a certain amount of LBMA listed refineries in the world. And the LBMA is the London Bullion Market Association. And to be in their good delivery list means that the gold is real, if you like. The Karatbars logo itself is embedded into the gold during manufacture. Now, you can buy gold on the internet and you can buy gold from dealers. And a lot of the time, they won't have their own mark into the gold itself. And you can see that in the picture on the bottom there. You can see the word Karatbars stamped into the gold itself. It's 24 karat. It's not 9 karat or 18 karat. It's 24 karat 999.9, which makes it currency grade. It's the type of gold that people use to settle international debt. It's money grade. It's sealed into a credit card sized durable plastic card, which is the genius of Karatbars as a company, because you can actually carry the product around in your wallet. And this is why Karatbars is growing around the world, because people carry Karatbars in their pocket and they can take them out and hand them to people. You can put it into someone's hand. As well as that, Karatbars have some unique features that other companies don't have, and one is their own DNA security feature. And basically, you can see in the picture on the top right there, there's a little reader that can actually read the card and tell you if it's a genuine Karatbar or not. Now, common sense should come into using any company. Well, Karatbars have been delivering Karatbars without issue for 5 years all around the world. And that should tell you that over that period of time, it's a solid company. It should tell you that there's no issues with the gold. And the fact that it's a Karatbar means that if you're going to sell your gold again, it actually being a Karatbar is a mark of purity and authenticity of the gold itself. Karatbars has a complete product range. On the top picture there, you can see a 1 gram, a 2.5 gram, and a 5 gram card. Not everyone wants to buy 1 gram at a time. We also have magnetic cards, or metal cards, which have congratulations and various different messages on them there. We have the Karatbars coins, which came out a few months ago, which are fantastic. I always keep one of those in my wallet. And outside of that, there's an entire gift range as well. So this is very much for the customers. You can see this entire gift range whenever you register. Once you've seen this presentation, all you have to do is go into the back office, and all these products are there for you to have a look at. So just to give you an idea of who Karatbars customers are, do you know anyone who celebrates a birthday? Maybe you want to buy someone a birthday gift that's unique. Well, you can buy them a Karatbars birthday card, which has 1 gram of gold embedded into the center of it. That's one birthday card that they won't throw away. Maybe you want to woo someone. We have I love you cards. If you really like them, we have a I love you, will you marry me card. And then if they accept that one, you can always buy them a just married card. And if, like myself, you've got a baby daughter coming in the next few months, which I do have, there's birth cards there. And again, these are fantastic gifts that you can give to people, or even corporate companies that deal with weddings and births and birthdays. These are all fantastic gifts that those companies can actually sell. We have the USA card there. We have Bosnia. We have different countries involved. We have country cards. I'm just working on an Ireland card at the moment, which will be fantastic. We have the World Champions Brazil 2014 commemoration card. Bottom left there, you can see Pope John Paul II, who was recently made a saint. And these are a limited edition Vatican endorsed cards. So again, these collector's items can increase in value over and above the gold that's within them. We have Christmas cards. Obviously, we're not that far away from Christmas again, are we? But we have Christmas cards there. We always sell a lot of those in November and December. Mercy cards. If somebody does something nice for you, give them a thank you card. We have the Prepper card there, you can see. Addo Bolden, there's different companies, different sports stars now getting involved with Karatbars, and Karatbars are producing limited edition cards for these sports stars and companies. So just to go through them there, from top left, we have Addo Bolden. We have the Republic of Kosovo celebrating 7 years of independence. Ricky Cardos, which is the MotoGP team, and Carlos Cardos, who was his uncle, who was also a MotoGP rider. Recently, it's just last weekend, the MotoGP was actually in Germany, and the owner of Karatbars International was over there at the race supporting the team. That particular MotoGP team is sponsored by Karatbars, and you can see there just on the side of the motorbike. I'll show you more of that in a second. We have congratulations cards, 4th of July, I love you, Merry Christmas again, and Croatia. So there's an entire range there. And whenever you're finished watching this presentation, do register and do take time to go through the entire product range that Karatbars offers. Now, if you don't like all of the range that Karatbars has, well, you can actually design your own. You can actually design branding cards. You can send in any design you like. Send that into the Karatbars office. There's a space to do that within the website. They will send you back a proof, and you can have your own Karatbar with whatever logo you wish on it. Now, if you're business minded and you're thinking, I'd like to sell some Karatbars, well, think of local garages, people who sell bigger ticket items. Maybe a local garage could give away a Karatbar with every car they sell, and on that Karatbar could be the name of the garage, and the person who's the car salesman could be on the card. Now, we know that over 80% of business cards that are handed out are thrown away. I don't know what the percentage of Karatbars business cards is that are thrown away, but I'm sure it's very, very small. These are a fantastic marketing item. And if you're corporate minded, and if you know any businesses you think maybe real estate, cars, expensive suits, that type of thing, that they could factor in the 50 or so euros for each business card into their product, then that's a fantastic opportunity for people to go out there and grow their business just using the branding cards alone. There are other exciting partnerships already. We have the Voices of Africa card there top left, which is a charity in Tanzania. My wife worked in Tanzania for 7 years, so it's a cause close to her own heart. We have the Karatbars motorbike, as I said to you before, the MotoGP team in the top center there. You can see Karatbars on the fern. Top right, we have Martina Slabakova, world champion gold medalist speed skier. There's a commemoration card there for her, and a donation from the sale of those cards actually goes to her particular sport. My bottom right there, we have Guy Lafleur and Bobby Hull, famous ice hockey people, Canada and the US. MasterCard in the center there, you can see my own MasterCard. I've just taken a picture of it, but again, all commission payments every single Friday can be paid onto a company-issued MasterCard. We have FedEx, who do all the deliveries and have done all the deliveries over the years for Karatbars. So whenever you ask for a delivery, should it be a marketing package or some gold, you will always get an email from FedEx and a tracking number, so that you can be sure that it's going to be delivered to your home and you can sign for it. And of course, that's all insured as well. So whenever people talk to me about due diligence, people say, well, I want to do my due diligence on Karatbars. Well, I'm sure MasterCard have, and FedEx have, and MotoGP, and all these different other organizations have done their due diligence as well. So it's good to see that there's big companies and organizations and people out there that are willing to put their name and have that association with Karatbars as a company. The important thing I always say to people about Karatbars is it's not a pre-launch, it's not a business that might do well, or you're not hoping that something will happen. Everything is in place for you to start with the business today. Everything is in place in terms of deliveries for you to get going right away. Now, people often ask me, what do you do with Karatbars? If I buy loads of Karatbars, what do I do with them? Well, you can sell them back to Karatbars. There is a buyback system. Again, you can read about that within the website. And Karatbars have a buyback price, which is compared to any other buyback price for similar companies out there, you'll see that the buyback price is very, very favorable. You can also sell your Karatbars privately. It's private issue gold. You will actually own the gold yourself, so you can sell it to whoever you like. I had 2 people fighting over 1 Karatbar at a wedding last year. I'm wanting to buy one that I had in my wallet for their wife. So whenever you show people Karatbars, you'll have no problem actually selling them anyway. Most importantly, then you will be able to use them in K exchange centres. You can see there in the picture on the right, K exchange centres are going to be opening more and more around the world over the coming years. And let's say, for example, there's a shoe shop in London. They can become a Karatbars exchange centre, and someone in London who wants to buy a pair of shoes can actually go in and pay for that pair of shoes with the Karatbar that they actually have. And this is why it's important that Karatbars are in small denominations, 1 gram, 2.5 gram, and 5 gram, because they can be used to pay for goods and services going forward. So this is an exciting part of the company, which we'll be getting more information on and which will be rolled out in the coming years. So you've seen some of the product range. From a customer's point of view, I did say at the start, this is not an MLM type business, and these are the reasons why it's not an MLM type business. Think of Karatbars as an open shop in the high street. Think of your business as you have opened a shop, you've opened the front door, and people can come in, they can have a look around and buy whatever they like. So let me just go through the list here and explain a bit more. Free registration at karatbars.com for all customers. No one has to pay anything. You don't have to take out your credit card. You don't have to enter your credit card details. There are no minimum orders. You can order 1 Karatbar today. You might order nothing until Christmas. You might order a Christmas card. Maybe next year you buy a birthday card. So you can buy whatever you like, whenever you like. There are no subscription charges. There are no weekly, monthly, or yearly fees, which is a common thing with MLM type businesses. So customers are under no obligation to pay any subscription charges or anything like that. There are easy payment options as well. You can use your credit card, you can use your debit card, or you can use bank transfer. No complicated e-wallets and payment systems and Payza and all these types of things. There's an auto purchase facility. So customers like to buy maybe 1 gram or 5 grams every month or every week. Well, you can do that. You can set up a weekly or monthly purchase option. Saves you having to log on every week to remember to do that. There's the gold buyback facility I mentioned already. We have delivery by FedEx, which is insured courier all around the world. It's €13.50 inside Europe for a delivery and €18.50 outside Europe. What I do and what most of my customers do is wait until they have maybe 20 or 30 grams in storage, and then they ask for a delivery. And that means that the cost for delivery per gram comes way down. If you order over 100 grams, delivery is free. Karatbars also offer free storage, obviously. So if you want to wait until you've got 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, or 50 grams in storage, and then wait for your delivery, you can do that as well. There are no sales calls. There's no emails from Karatbars trying to talk you into buying things. There's absolutely no, pressure from the company. So all in all, from a customer point of view, if you decide to become a business partner and you're building your customer base, it's completely hassle-free shopping for your customers. So there's no logical reason not to register as a free customer. So even at the end of this presentation, if you decide not to become a business partner, there's no logical reason not to register as a free customer and have a look through the site. Now, the next little part of this, I just want to ask a question, which I've asked at presentations before. And people have said to me, money, but what would you rather have? Would you rather have gold sitting on your table now, or would you rather have money? And it's funny how many people will say to me, well, I can't do anything with the gold, so I'll have the money. So let's take a little look more at that. What is money? Well, money is an exchange for your labor, your time, and your effort. So if you go and do a week's work in McDonald's, for example, do a week's work, they give you $1,000 or whatever they give you. And that's an exchange for your labor, your time, and your effort being in the building. Now, money then also must be a medium of exchange for goods and services. So you must be able to use that $1,000 to pay for your electricity, to pay for your water, to pay for your food, pay for your rent. It must be portable. This is why we don't use barrels of oil for money. It must be divisible, which means if you get your $1,000, you need to divide it up into $100, $10, and $20 bills. Money must also be long lasting. There's no point in paying someone in cabbages because they'll rot after a week. Money must also have value in itself, which I'll come to more of that in a second. And money must also be something called fungible. That basically means $1 in my pocket is worth the same as $1 in your pocket. Now, this is why, that's the definition of money. And this is why gold and silver has always been money. Not for 10 years or 20 years, but for thousands of years. You can see in the little picture there, there's been different global reserve currencies, dominant international currencies. At the start was the Greeks, then the Romans in the Byzantine areas, and it was always gold and silver. The Netherlands had it for a while, then it was the Spanish, and then the British pound was the global currency in the 1800s. And then to the 20th century, then 1900s and where we are today, the dollar has been the world's reserve currency. But there's one thing you'll notice about the dollar compared to all those other coins you see there. One of them, the dollar, is made out of paper and the rest are made out of gold and silver. So how did that happen? Well, dollars replaced gold and silver. And the idea was you get your gold, you put your gold into the vault. This was the idea in the beginning anyway. It was a very noble idea. You put your gold into the vault and you get $20. Now you'll see on that $20, one of the early ones, it says $20 in gold coin payable to the bearer on demand. So the idea is you take your $20 and you get your $20 of gold coin. I liken it to you taking your shirt to the dry cleaners. You take your shirt to the dry cleaners and they take it and they give you a receipt, a docket. Well, the value is in the shirt. The value is not in the piece of paper. So the value is not in your piece of paper. The value is in your money. That's the money, which is the real money, the gold, which is in the vault, except for the fact that governments and US government and other governments actually ran out of the gold because they used it for other things. So this chart then very clearly shows you what happened to the value of the paper money since 1913, since the Federal Reserve was created. 1913, you can see it's gone down and down until 1971, whenever there wasn't enough gold left in the vault in order to print the money, so that $1 worth of gold wasn't in the vault anymore, but they still needed to print more paper money to fight wars and to do various different things. So Nixon closed the gold window, the gold standard, which was the end of the Bretton Woods and beginning of the modern day fiat currency system. And the modern fiat currency system is paper money based on promises, paper money based on nothing, not anchored to gold or not anchored to anything, based on debt, a system based on debt. Now, it's a global problem. It's not just the US. We're not picking the US by any stretch of the imagination. The British pound has been losing its buying power for years and years and years. We can see there that's a hyperinflation happening in Africa. It's a $100 billion note. We know about what's happening in Greece. There's certainly currency wars going on between China and the US. And basically the Chinese are buying up all the gold and getting rid of the dollars. Now, how we actually see this in our own daily lives is through inflation. And if you can imagine, 1998, $20 may have bought you a trolley's worth of shopping. By 2005, it would have been half a trolley's worth of shopping. And by 2013, it may just have bought you a chicken and a bag of rice. And this is due to something called inflation. Inflation silently robbing you of your purchasing power every single year since 1913. Another clear example of that is, just to give you a different type of example, is $100,000 of gold in 1932 would buy you $4.4 million worth of products today. If you had $100,000 in cash, 1932, that would only buy you $2,000 worth of products today. Another question, another thing that people will say to you is, but sure, isn't gold going down in price? So where do people get this idea from? Well, we have the figures since back in the 1800s, the end of year price for an ounce of gold every single year, but this is just some they've taken out. 1805 was $19, 1905 was $20, then it was up to $37 an ounce by 1945, 1975, 139, 1995, 387, 2005, $513 an ounce. By 2015, it was $1,179 per ounce, where it is today. So at what point in history has the value of gold actually gone down? A real life example for you as well is the dollar versus gold and buying power. 40 years ago, a gram of gold would buy you five loaves of bread. Today, that same gram of gold, if you changed it into dollars, would buy you 20 loaves of bread. 40 years ago, $1 would have bought you 4 loaves of bread, but today $1 would buy you a few slices of bread. Now, another part of this is, what would you do? People never think about this. What would you do if the internet went off tomorrow? I think that might not happen. Well, what if the ATM stopped working, like what happened in Greece this week? What if the banks closed the doors? What happened in Greece this week and happened in Cyprus last year? What if the value of your money crashed, which is happening in countries in Africa? What if there was hyperinflation? People never think about what value they actually have in their pocket over and above the plastic card that they actually carry about. And did you know, just as on a lighter note, that in the UK and USA, pilots carry gold sovereigns in their flight suits in case they're shot down? They don't carry sterling, they don't carry euros, and they don't carry dollars. And that's simply because gold is an acceptable form of currency all around the world, in every country in the world. So, knowing everything you know now, there was a lot of information in the last 5 minutes. What would you rather have if I asked you the question again? Would you rather have gold as your money, or would you rather have paper money? So, what do we know so far? Well, gold, we know gold is true money. We know that the paper fiat currency was invented as a gold-backed substitute, and we know that the experiment hasn't worked. We can see that all around us at the moment. So, why don't we just all go out and buy gold? Why are we not all owning gold instead of owning paper money? Well, the picture on the right clearly demonstrates the problem. That is 1 kilo of gold. 1 kilo of gold today will cost you $39,000. And a kilo of gold just sits comfortably in someone's hand. That's $39,000. An ounce of gold today will cost you around about $1,200. And gold has been packaged up in ounces and kilos and gold bars, and been packaged like that over the years to keep it away from the general public. Therefore, gold is only available to the 1% of the population. And I'm certainly not part of that 1% of the population. I don't know if you are. If you are, then you're very, very lucky. But ounces and kilos are out of reach for 99% of the world's population. But this is where Karatbars comes into the picture. Karatbars has the solution. Karatbars is making gold available to the 99%, you and me, and over 120 countries around the world. There are 1 gram, 2.5 gram, and 5 gram weights, which makes it affordable. There are no minimum purchases to make, as I said before, no subscriptions. Karatbars offer free storage and offer automatic weekly and monthly saving options. Now, whenever you start talking to people about Karatbars, people will often say things to you like, I can buy X amount of gold for X amount of price. Now, what they really mean is that they looked it up on Google. They mean they looked up the price of a gram of gold on Google and they saw a spot price. What they really mean is, if I had the money, I could buy a kilo of gold for $39,000. Or what they really mean is that someone told me the price of gold was going up, or someone told me the price of gold was. So rather than a hearsay, let's look at what the actual facts are. Spot price, and the price that people will look up on the internet and find out the price of gold. So if you look up on Google today, you'll see, put in a gold price per gram, you will find something called spot price. Now, spot price is different to retail price, and let me explain why. Most gold traded on the markets doesn't exist. Spot price is market price. It's the price that gold is traded on. Now, most gold traded is using a fractional reserve system. It's not about actually owning the gold. Most gold traded in the markets doesn't actually exist. It's never been mined. If all that gold was called in tomorrow, it's impossible for those traders to actually produce it because they don't have to. It's done on a fractional reserve system. Retail price for gold is something completely different, and you don't look that up on Google. The retail price is the price that you and me or your brother or sister or anybody can actually physically take possession of 1 gram of gold. So that's online dealers, eBay, those types of things. It's about taking possession of private issue gold in your own home. So retail price is something different from spot price, and this is very important. It's also important that whenever you're buying gold from any website or from any company, that you check that it's 999.9, that it comes from an LBMA certified refinery, that it has a hologram, that are you getting free storage? Are you getting insured delivery by a company such as FedEx? Does the company offer you a buyback facility? Does the company have a solid trading history, or is it just some website that appeared last week? And unlike Karatbars, does that company have the company logo embedded, and do they have machine readable DNA security? So these are the features that we have with Karatbars International. And whenever we talk about comparing Karatbars prices, we talk about comparing retail price and not talk about spot price. So let's look at the Karatbars prices themselves. Many customers will go to the Karatbars website and see the price of 1 gram at 55 euros, for example. It's a bit less than that, but just for round figures. And they will go to Google, look up spot price. They'll see spot price $37, and they will think Karatbars is expensive. But they don't take the time to actually look through the website and find out that that's only the price if you're buying 1 gram. So 1 gram is 55 euros. If you want to buy from Karatbars today, you can get a 3% discount card from the person who sent you to this presentation. That will bring your price immediately down to 53.35 per gram. If you set up an account for a family friend, or you have a secondary account, you can buy your gold through that. You can earn commissions on it, and you can earn up to 6% commissions. So that actually brings the 1 gram price down to closer to 50 euros 14 per gram. Now, just like any commodity, if you buy more of it, you get a better price. So if you buy a 2.5 gram card with Karatbars today, it's 126 euros. That immediately brings your price per gram down to 50 euros 04 without any discount. Use your 3% discount card, which you can use for 12 months, and that brings the price per gram down to 48.53. Factor in commissions, you've got your price per gram down now to 45.61. 5 gram card, not everybody can have the discipline to wait till they've got the money to buy the 5 grams, which is why we have the ones. But if you want to get the best price per gram, buy the 5 gram card at 234. The price per gram now is 46.80. With your 3% discount, the price per gram is 45.40. And then taking into consideration your 6% commission, you can actually get the price per gram down to 42.67. So whenever people ask you what the price per gram with Karatbars International is, it's anywhere between 42 euros a gram to 55 euros a gram, depending on how you buy it, which is the correct answer. All right, which works out at 46.35 in dollars, or 30.63 per gram. So whenever anyone ever says to Karatbars is expensive, just ask them compared to what. There's many websites out there that put prices up, like we sell at 40 euros per gram. But once you get into the website, you have to buy 10 grams, or you have to register and put in your credit card, and then they don't have any. And then you're hassled by a sales agent for the next 2 weeks trying to get you to buy a kilo or an ounce. A lot of these websites like that, with Karatbars International, you can buy 1 gram without fees, subscriptions, or charges. You can buy that 1 gram, and you can get free storage, and you can have it delivered to your home. Okay? Now, little recap. Karatbars is a legitimate 5-year successful company. We know now it's better to own gold than paper money. We know gold is a product which is known in every country in the world, so think about how big your market is. Karatbars like-for-like prices are unbeatable. So we want to tell the world that gold ownership is now an option for them. And that was the thing that got me excited about Karatbars the very first day I heard about it. I thought, here's a product that I can sell to everyone in the world. So it's a massive market and a massive, massive opportunity. So this is how you become an affiliate or a business partner, which is the second part of this presentation. There's 2 ways to start, 2 ways you can actually earn income from. A lot of people don't realize that there's a uni level, which is a completely free business. You can register with Karatbars now, and you've got a free business. Doesn't cost you anything. You can use your referral links. You can ask people to register on your replicated website using your affiliate link. And those people, whenever they buy gold, you'll earn a commission. You will be paid every single month on those commissions on the first of every single month. There's also an optional dual team, which people can take part in if they wish. And In order to take part in the dual team, you buy a marketing package. Now, you buy a marketing package, there's 4 to choose from: bronze, silver, gold, or VIP. The difference between the dual team and the uni level is that the dual team payments are paid every single Friday. To become a business partner in the dual team, you purchase a marketing package. You simply use your credit, debit card, or use bank transfer. The important thing, again, it's a one-off cost. This is not an MLM type company. There's no subscriptions or fees. You buy your package, it's a one-off cost. There's no monthly fees or subscriptions. And the other great thing about it is you can start at any level you like and upgrade at any time by simply paying the difference. There's no benefit, financial benefit, for you to start on one package over another, because you're not going to lose out or any of those things that you get with other companies. You could start today on the bronze package, which you see there is €99. You might decide next week, I'm going to pay the difference and become a silver package member, and you can move up through the business like that. The bronze package is $99, so that's pretty much affordable to anyone who wants to start their own business. The silver package is $287, gold is $461, and the VIP package is $1,628. Now, there is a VIP exclusive package there, which includes a company share, and there's different parts to that. There's lots more in that, but you can read more about that within the site. We'll concentrate today on the bronze, silver, gold, and the VIP. Now, the bronze package allows you 5% direct commission. The silver package gives you 10% direct commission, which basically means if you start as a silver package member today and you speak to one of your friends and he says, I want to start with Karatbars too, great company, I want to get going with the business. If he decides to buy a silver package, you will earn 10% of the €287 that he pays. Similarly, with the gold, you get 15% commission, and a VIP member like myself, you would earn get 20% commission. So let's imagine I'm a VIP member. I spoke to someone today, they're interested in becoming a VIP member. I would earn 20% commission of the €1,628, which works out at €350 commission. So very, very simple and straightforward. You've got bronze, silver, gold, and VIP, or 5, 10, 15, and 20% commission. The marketing packages themselves are delivered out to your home by FedEx insured courier. In the silver package, you get 1 gram of gold. In the gold package, you get 2 grams of gold. In the VIP package, you get 3 grams of gold. You also get discount cards. You get 3% discount cards, which you can give to potential customers. You get €100 discount cards, which you can give to people who want to open K-exchange centers. You can give people €100 discount off the VIP package. So whenever you're finished watching this presentation, do get back to that person who told you about the presentation, because they may have some of those cards to offer you as well. Now, over and above the marketing packages, you can buy pull-up banners, there's watches, t-shirts, polo shirts, you can buy extra leaflets and brochures. All of the marketing materials you need. As said in the beginning, this is a business in a box. Everything you need to build your business is supplied from within the website. There's even an online marketing system which you can try for 30 days, completely free for 30 days. And if online marketing is your thing, you can have a look at that too. So let's look at how you earn in the dual system. Well, let's take a look at the little diagram on the right. You can see you at the top, so that's you, the little man at the top. And then in Karatbars International, you have 2 teams. You build a left team and you build a right team. Now, before you think this is a binary type system, if you've been involved in that type of business before, I'll explain to you why this isn't like any binary you've ever seen. In Karatbars, you build a right team, you build a left team. And every time somebody makes a purchase anywhere in your left team or anywhere in your right team, all the way to infinity, you accumulate units. So let's look at the key along the bottom to see where you get those units. Well, if someone buys a bronze package, you get 5 units. It's not on there, but we start at the silver, you get 20 units. If they buy a gold package, you get 50 units. If they buy a VIP package, you get 100 units. If someone buys a gram of gold, you get 1 unit. If they buy 7 grams of gold, you get 7 units. So it's quite simple and straightforward. So let's go back to the chart on the right again. The man on the top there, there's an arrow pointing to one of the men on the left. Let's imagine he buys 25 grams of gold. Let's imagine one of the ladies on the right then decides to buy a gold package. Well, we can see in the bottom, that would give him 25 units on the left, and it would give him 50 units on the right. So he now has got 75 units, and that creates a cycle. So 25 units on one side, 50 on the other, anywhere to infinity. It doesn't matter what your level is. It doesn't matter what the person's level is. It doesn't matter if they're a customer or an affiliate. If the units happen, you get them. Okay? There's also no flushing away of units. The units will stay there until they cycle. Anybody that's been involved in MLM type businesses will know that the trip steps in MLM is that your units disappear at the end of the month, or if someone buys a bigger package than you don't get paid. There are no trip steps, there are no pitfalls, there's nothing there to catch you out in Karatbars. The beauty of this business is if you create the units will stay there and you will get paid for them, which is fantastic. So let's imagine you get those 75 units, you create the cycle. What happens then? Well, you get a bonus. So let's look at the weekly payout, the chart on the left. If you're a bronze package member, you get an extra €10 for that 75 units. If you're a silver package member, you get 40. If you're a gold package member, you get 60. And if you're a VIP package member, you get €80. So you know that I know, for example, I'm a VIP package member. Every time I get 75 units, I get €80. So doesn't matter where the units happen, remember that. Doesn't matter where they are, left or right. Every time you get those 75 units, you get the cycle. What's also different about Karatbars and unique and fantastic is that you don't have to make any personal sales yourself. So you could go off fishing for 6 months, and if those units keep happening in your left and right, you'll still get paid every single Friday regardless. There's no targets for you to hit yourself. A little learning example of some sales based on a VIP member. So as a VIP member, you earn 20% direct commission, remember, and you earn €80 per cycle. So let's imagine you go out now, you're not the best salesperson in the world, but you want to tell people about Karatbars and you want to build an affiliate team. Well, if you sold one VIP package per week, that would earn you $18,000 per year, €16,900. You would also get 5,200 units. Okay, that's 52 times 100 units. Let's imagine you did a bit better. Let's imagine you got to work and you got some people in your area excited. And let's imagine you sold 5 VIP packages every week, and there's people out there doing that and doing more along with it. That would earn you $93,000 per year. So you can set yourself a target of maybe selling 1 VIP a week, or you could sell 5 a week, and that'll give you an idea. And you'll earn anything between $18,000 and $93,000 per year. If that's good money for you, that's simply how you earn it. And again, there's nothing to stop you earning that. There's no pitfalls. You get the sales, you'll get paid, and you'll be paid every single Friday. Now let's remember, every 75 units also gets you a cycle, and a cycle then would give you €80. So let's imagine you've sold your 1 VIP a week, that gives you 5,200 units. Well, 1 cycle per week, if we look at the bottom table, 1 cycle per week will give you $4,472 per year. If you got 5 cycles per week, it would pay you $22,000 per year. So if you started your left team working and your right team working, and you managed just to get 5 cycles in a week, that will pay you $22,000 a year. I had one day last week where I had 5 cycles in one day, not in a week, in one day. So the comp plan, as it stands, allows the possibility to earn upwards of €1 million per week. And that's in the compensation plan. You can actually go to the marketing plan in the back office and read that for yourself. The potential in this compensation plan is massive because all the money goes to the affiliates. The Karatbars are not taking any of the money back, and they're rewarding us for the work that they do, which is fantastic. You're paid weekly as well. Every single Friday morning I get paid onto my company MasterCard, which is great because today, for example, I paid for some oil and I paid for some shopping with my MasterCard, and people will often say, where did you get that? That's a nice card, and it leads me into talking about the business. Not every company has an affiliation with MasterCard. This particular MasterCard won the European Design of the Year award in 2013. If you don't want the MasterCard, there's an e-wallet option. You can get the money paid into your e-wallet and then transfer it directly to your bank. Now, there are lots of success stories around the world with Karatbars. Last year, the company gave away 10 Jeep Compasses. You can see in the top left there, the people go and picked up the keys for those. We have top right there, you can see the cruise. You could win a cruise with Karatbars last year. There were loads of people went away in that. Last November, we had the Karatbars Freedom Celebration in the Bellagio Hotel in Las Vegas. Again, you could win your flights, hotel, spending money. So if you're the type of person that's motivated by rewards and motivated by those types of things, there's always incentives going on with Karatbars as well. You can, a couple of weeks ago, I got €800 worth of gold for hitting a target. There are gold Rolexes. You can actually win cars. So there's loads of things going on like that as well to keep people working. Some people are motivated more by recognition, and that part of the business is there for you. So there's loads of things to go for there too. My own personal success, has been that I now have a pension plan. I have gold accumulating every single week. I'm only 37, but it's a great pension plan for me to have. I don't want to have paper money sitting in a bank devaluing. I was away in Greece a few weeks ago on holidays, no connection, but I was away in Greece for a week's holidays. I'm going to Switzerland in a couple of weeks for another week. I've moved into my new house. That's my wife and my daughter. We have another daughter on the way. But the big thing is that Karatbars has given me as a person, has given me time. It's given me time to spend with my wife, given me time to spend with my daughter and my family and see them growing up as well. And I think that's the most important thing we can get from any company is time, and Karatbars certainly gives you that. Now, who's your market? If you want to go out there and start promoting this business, you might be thinking, I know someone I could talk to. Well, let's just look at who you should be talking to. Anyone over the age of 18 in 123 countries who has cash or paper money. Anyone who buys birthday, Christmas cards, celebration gifts. Anybody who buys a Christmas card this year, tell them about a Karatbars Christmas card. Businesses who would like a unique business card. Again, how many businesses do you go to who would like that? Organizations looking to raise money like charities and good causes, football clubs, that type of thing. People who like to save. Do you know anybody who's really annoyed that they're getting no interest rates in the bank? Anyone without a pension plan like I was last year? That's why I came into the company. It's a great pension plan for me and one that I'm in control of, and I know how much is there. Second income seekers, there's plenty of people out there doing jobs who come home in the evening and sit and watch TV. Those people maybe would like something better to do with their evenings. Karatbars could be that. And obviously anyone who wants to run their own business. Owning a Karatbars business is like owning a franchise, except you've got no ongoing costs and you can build it as and when you like. You're under no pressure. Build your business in the evenings and the weekends, or people can do it full time, and it's a fantastic business you can be proud of. To build your business, there are many different ways people do this. This is only my recommendation. Different people and different presentations have their own ways, but I think you shouldn't talk about gold. I think you should become a professional inviter. You should invite 3 people per day to either come to a live local meeting that's going on in your area. There are live meetings going on all over the world. Every day at 12 p.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern, Karatbars webinar, which you're actually watching right now. We do these. There's myself and other leaders in the company. I record this presentation, and it's also live at thismightbeofinterest.com 24/7. And then if your prospect has questions, and if you're new in Karatbars, pass them on to a team leader. You'll always find a team leader that's willing to help you in Karatbars, who will take calls, who will do 3-way calls and do those sorts of things for you. Karatbars is a great family from that point of view. So what I wouldn't do is go out there and start talking about Karatbars and talking about gold, because people may think it's about speculating, they'll think it's about investing. Let them watch the presentation and let the presentation do the explaining for you. Now, the next thing you can do if you get started and you do some work, relax, because Karatbars is a 5-year solid trading history. There's no negativity. From that point of view, Karatbars deliver on time, all the products and all the marketing packages. Karatbars products are fantastic, so none of your customers will ever ring you up and say, I don't like my gold. You're not going to ever have that conversation. So you're going to have happy customers. You're going to have happy business partners, which is fantastic. There's many companies out there people get involved with, and they end up with a big team of grumpy affiliates. That's never going to happen with Karatbars. You've got 24/7 global support from the office, from your team leaders, and from people like myself. You're paid every single Friday, so you're not waiting around for your money. And best of all, the thing I love about Karatbars is it's a business you can be proud of. If you go to a dinner with some of your friends and they say, what do you do? And you say, well, I sell this wonderful coffee, or I'm selling cleaning products. Well, the conversation can go dead. If you're turned around to them and say, well, actually I sell gold, and you throw a Karatbar out on the table, it actually starts a conversation. So it's one of the only direct sales companies in the world that if you say what you do and you throw the product on the table, it's one of those ones that can start a conversation and not finish it. And it is a business you can be really proud of, because Karatbars is a good cause as well as a good business. So how do you get started? If you've seen what you liked here today, all you have to do is get back to the person who sent you here. You'll need to get their referral link, okay, or their sponsor name. If you get their sponsor name, you just go to karatbars.com and put it in where it comes up a sponsor name. You can type it into the box. Also, you can use the referral link. So get back to them. So there's no logical reason not to register. There's no cost, and it's completely free information in a way, and read through the back of the website and have a good look around there, because it's a fantastic website apart from anything else. Secondly, if you want to get started in the dual system, you choose a marketing package. Again, you've just got bronze, silver, gold, and VIP, so choose whatever one suits you financially. Then you upload your KYC documents. If you don't know what KYC is, it's Know Your Customer. It's basically the Karatbars need to know who they're sending the gold out to for money laundering regulations and various different things. So upload a copy of your passport, your driving license, your citizen card, as long as it's got your name and it's in date, it's got your name and your date of birth on it, okay? Also upload a second document, which is a utility bill, bank statement, and that's to prove that you're actually at the address that you say you are. So whenever you're registering, if your name's Joseph, don't be typing Joe, and whenever you're registering, type in Joseph. Type in the details that are exactly same as the details on your official documents. That's just a little tip there, save you a bit of time. Then become a professional inviter, as I said. Just start inviting people to either these presentations every day of the week, Saturday and Sunday. Just tell people, what are you doing today at 12? What are you doing today at 9? Have a look at this. Let me know what you think. And then, which is completely optional, you could buy some products. You could set up a weekly or monthly gold purchase. The reason it's completely optional, but as I always tell my affiliates, if you're going to sell ice cream, then maybe it's as well that you try the ice cream yourself. So I like to have a 1 gram, I have a 2.5 gram, I have a coin always in my wallet at all times. So if you're going to promote the business, it's good to have some of the products and actually have them in your hand as well. So completely optional, but if you're going to build a business and take it seriously, then it's a good idea. And it's a good idea for your own monetary situation, for your own future, to have a weekly or a monthly gold purchase set up. And last of all, I'll finish with this, is enjoy it. Karatbars is a very enjoyable company. It's like a big family of people. I've been in direct sales, training direct sales people for 20 years in various countries around the world. And there's no better home to be than with Karatbars International. It's a great company, great products. Karatbars will do everything they say they're going to do, and you can get on with the job of going out there and spreading the word of Karatbars around the world. So thanks very much for listening, guys. I'm going to finish now. I'm back again in next Tuesday at the same time if you want to come back. Otherwise, there'll be another presentation tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, and again tomorrow. So thanks very much for listening. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'd speak to you all again very soon.